Well, here we are. We're in the middle of getting off the intercooler brackets. Katie's loosening this 10mm right here. There's another 10mm here. And two up the back. We're going to lift this off as an assembly. I'll probably loosen off this hose here and pop that out. Well done. And I'll probably loosen this off here, just so I don't need to take the shield off. And then we're just going to try and move it to the side. Might need to unplug this boost sensor as well. And we'll just try and move it to the side to gain access to the heater matrix pipes, which are down there.
So what are you getting off again?
Taking off this intercooler pipe.
Oh.
Like that. And just pop off this one at the back as well. Let's see how much it moves. This is the level of up and out of the way that we're going. Just had to remove this plug which was on here to get it over the boost pipe. Still had enough. Oh, it's so windy. The boost pressure sensor still got enough room there. I've got some more stuff cable tied on for the boost gauge, but we didn't need to touch that. Plug's still on there. That's all fine. So we need to pop these pipes off. Right, so we ended up going full off with the intercooler. It's just easier. Had to take the vacuum hose off the back of this boost pressure sensor and the plug off it, and this plug has a little metal clip on it up here. This little metal clip here, you don't want to lose that. You need to pry that up with a pick and then slide that off to get into the heater hoses here. So I saw a little trick online, that was to put some boiling water over these hoses to try and make them a bit more supple, because they do not want to come off.
Dad.
Yeah.
Of course you saw it online. Is it not coming off?
Not want to budge. Oh, there we go. Got one.
I can hear it dripping.
Yeah, that's just the coolant. Oh, there we go. Got our pipes off. So this is what we're going to run our hose through and try and flush out any sludge. We've got our garden hose. And flush that through. You see it's not coming through as well on the other side, which means it's probably choked up.
Well, it's coming out now.
Yeah, it's not coming out as fast as like that. I think we need a little more hose pressure. Give me a sec. Hose pressure has been turned up.
It looks disgusting.
Okay. Actually running through pretty good. I think we'll call that done. Right, well that wasn't as blocked up as I thought it would be. I actually expected it to be more choked up than that. It's always ran warm enough if you've got it on recirculate, but if you run it on fresh air in the winter months when it's 0 degrees outside, it's not the warmest. So we're just going to put it all back together now. So everything you just took off, put back on, and we'll see if it worked.
If it ain't, won't pump.
Yeah. Just using a bit of WD-40 on the coolant hoses to slide them back on. Oh, there we go. You'll hear a nice kind of click when you're sliding those on as they get back over the barb that they've been sat over for however many years. You get a pair of vice grips or something on these spring clamps here. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It just moved. And then start working them back over. Yeah, now we put the intercooler back on.
Are you smelling
So
it?
I've got, no I'm not. So I've got my little extra hose on here for my GFB diesel boost, manual boost controller. Yeah, up here, Katie, that thing there. Oh. So I've got some extra bits that you won't have, potentially. Well, one hose to go back onto this guy. So what do we have? Right, we've got to put the boost hose back on the boost pressure sensor. So I'll put a bit of WD-40 on that. Find my vacuum line. Oh, it's quite heavy this. My vacuum hose, pop it back on that sensor. Like that, easy with a bit of WD-40. And then feed the plug up through it. Just comes through the bracket there. And it's a bit fiddly to get this plug back in. Katie, if you show them here. This little thing, I think I'll just pop it on first and then slide that back on. So slide the plug in place and then try and reinsert this metal pin. There we go, clicks down. Puts that back in. This plug here to go back in. And then just our boost hoses to go back on. So we'll slide this back into position.
Positions!
Oh no! Oh, we're right in the bottom.
There it is.
There we go. Need that.
They shouldn't go far into the.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Slide that back on. Pull the clamp over.
We just got that hanging over there. WD-40. And there it goes. So it goes into like that black thing. Oh. Struggling
There we go.
face.
Oh, back on. It's back in. Okay, and then this boost hose back on.
Those toes. Maybe I should put like a
Well,
jacket
I've
on.
just got this clamp to do here, Katie, and then you can put the bolts back in for the
Yay.
intercooler.
Yay, 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 yay. My favourite part is actually doing something.
Katie's just doing up the last bolts for us on the intercooler. Then we're going to top it off with some fresh antifreeze. And then we're going to bring it up to temperature and see if we have hot air. Hopefully we do. I'm a little worried that I might have put a pinprick hole in one of the heater hoses with the pick tool. Hopefully I didn't, but we'll find out in a minute. You got it.
Oh, it's pink and orange.
Yeah.
Did it overflow?
A little bit.
Oh.
So we're going to start up the engine now with the radiator cap off and bleed the system, because that heater matrix is now full of air, so we're going to need to get it right up to temperature.
I'll watch you. It's like an earthquake is happening.
We're not going to see much happen until that thermostat opens, so it's just a waiting game now. Once that thermostat opens, the coolant level is going to drop and we'll need to top it up. So now we wait. What's quite handy is, while you're in here waiting for it to come up to temperature, you can actually see the top of the radiator from here. So you're able to keep an eye on that. If we see that disappearing, Yep, if we see that disappearing, we need to jump out and top it up.
Jump out of the car.
Well, that's it. Came right up to temperature. I will say it takes a long time for that thermostat to open and for that bottom radiator hose to start getting hot water or hot coolant running through it. But once you get to that point, yeah, it drew in some coolant and we've topped it up, and now I have nice warm heaters again. So that was how to flush your heater matrix in your K74 L200. Hopefully that works for you. If not, it's certainly one of the easiest things to try first, isn't it? So you've seen where the pipes are for the heater matrix. Pop them off, run some water through it. Some people use compressed air as well, which I just don't have access to here at the moment. For blocked up filters, I've read you can use vinegar, or I've seen even somebody using alloy wheel cleaner to like clean out the matrix, you know, let it sit and flush it right out. And then obviously you'd probably want to change your coolant at that point. But that's it, so hope that helps. See you later.